Welcome to the studio. This is mine. I've got stuff over there. This is mine. Have you ever wanted to a real illustration studio? This isn't one of them. If you've ever wondered what it's like inside a working creative's mind, and by mind I mean their space, because his space is sort of a reflection of all the crazy going on inside. I'm going to show you all my tools, all my little knickknacks, all the little details that make this, I don't know, I quite enjoy working here. Let's go and have a look around. Don't ask what's behind the curtain. Nobody knows what's behind the curtain. Let's start with a desk. I like random stuff in shops, and this little thing is a Christmas ornament that, yeah, it made me laugh when I passed it, so I bought it. Same with this lucky cat. I'm gonna close this because I don't think I'm meant to be showing that. That's better. You can see that. I think it's cool. I also really enjoy the little doodles on the fish at the bottom. So this is my main tablet. It's a 2.5K Huion Canvas Pro. It's really good. Whenever I watch graphics tablet reviews, they always go on about all the buttons and all that kind of stuff. I don't use any of it. I just draw and it works really well. This I pretty much only use for emails and notes and all kinds of random stuff. We've got a ridiculous amount of cables. All this is connected to an M4 Mac Mini. And then I have a backup machine. 2017, 2018, I think, iMac. The screen on it is insane. It's really good. For years, I just used this. People get so bogged down in the details of like, oh, we need all these different tools and we need this and that. And if I could just buy this next thing. And I fell into the trap of that. None of it matters. It's how you use it. This, probably a 50 quid tablet or something. Made loads of TV shows, stuff that's been seen by millions of people. It's crazy. Having said that, get a display if you can afford it. Actually, I'm gonna show you something. This illustration was made on that. And then 9 months later, this illustration was made on this. But it wasn't really the tablet that made the difference. It was more the intention behind it. As soon as I had this, I just went crazy illustrating and sort of never stopped, and it just spiraled into whatever is going on in my life at the moment. Oh my God, what's going on with this Zoom? Anyway, that's the desk. Where should we go next? The sofa. I love this sofa. What's there more to say? It's a sofa, you sit on it. This is where I write, mostly. It's got cushions, these came from IKEA. It's got other cushions, these didn't come from IKEA. It's got a mobile phone, it's got a laptop. I'll show you what I've been working on today. I have been working on this, which is going to be the next painting that I'm doing. Onto the next thing, the gallery wall. This is an alien that someone's taken a photo of. That's like really old and I need to replace this. Ignore this one. This is a cat burglar and it's connected to this piece here. If anyone's been to Yorkshire Shambles or whatever it's called, a bit like Diagon Alley in Harry Potter. And the story is that this little guy is scoping out a heist because he keeps stealing sweets from that sweet shop. So yeah, this cat here, it's meant to be from a perspective of inside a jar of sweets that he's tried to steal from, and he's pulled it off the wall and he's falling backwards through the air whilst all the sweets are kind of falling on top of him. Just wanted to make something cinematic and fun. Then you have a tea party with a monster, and that piece is connected to this piece up here. It's only printed really small. Next to that, we have an Evel Knievel style bike jump, but instead of buses, we have two little dogs in a little Tykes truck or whatever it's called, and then a kid approaching at speed. Something slightly less fun, but I love the painterly kind of aesthetic with it. Yeah, you have a girl and her ghost dog. And this piece is set in an old New York City street. You've got like a deli and stuff. Yeah, I've never been to New York, but I'd love to go one day. You've already seen this piece. And then this piece is connected to that. What's funny about this is that I made it, sent it to my friend, and she was like, oh, is it a reference to a Jungle Book? And me, being a fool, had no idea that I was basically ripping off a Jungle Book. It wasn't a commercial project, so it doesn't really matter. We got a birthday party going on here, blowing out the cakes, a little bit of hijinks, someone's trying to sort of spoil the fun. Little dog, gonna pet that dog. What I like about this is, if you can see there, on the edge, it's meant to look as if it's an old VHS. You've got like the bars and stuff. I really like illustrations that look like found objects. Sort of like this piece, it's a Polaroid. human was weird, Ramen divine. It's from a perspective of a cat. But yeah, I like illustrations that look like found objects. So it's not just the image, there's extra layers to it and extra details. Sort of a wild sci-fi piece. Here we have a school for wizards. This interior was actually modeled in 3D and then painted over, playing around with techniques and ideas. And then this is just a painted version. I say painted, it's painted in Photoshop. There's an animated version of this as well, which I'll pop up on screen. And finally, we have this piece. And this piece is terrible. However, it's the very first illustration that I did in Photoshop. Before that piece, I'll pop up a bunch of images on screen now. My illustration was super vector-based, and I was really scared of drawing in anything other than Illustrator. And I think I was just scared of drawing in general, so I just wanted things that were very much shape-based rather than more artistic and free and kind of flowing. The paint station or canvas, or I don't know. I've taken up painting recently as another creative outlet. I find that the more I take something seriously, the more I need a different creative outlet. So for me, for such a long time, illustration was my creative outlet. Illustration still is what I find the most joy in, but because I spend the majority of my time illustrating stuff, I wanted something different to do in the evenings. So yeah, that's where kind of painting has started. It's based on these old illustrations that I did a while ago. I say illustrations, they were kind of animated loops. I just thought they'd be fun to paint. Let me show you the brushes. This is my little setup. I have way too many brushes, but I'm going to show you exactly which brushes I use. I basically only use these lot, and not fancy paints or anything. Actually, whilst we're here, let's go and see this, but that's another one of the paintings. And now, knick-knack time. There's some interesting stuff here. Frank Lloyd Wright book, which is great for kind of environment design. Fashion history book, in case I ever want to take up fashion, or more importantly, character design. It's really useful for shape language. Couple applied art magazines. The Night Gardener, so insanely good. Look at these illustrations. How good are they? It's really cool. Anything by the Fan Brothers is just mind-blowingly beautiful. The reason this is here though, is because it doesn't fit on my bookshelf. It's like that much too big for it. Pencil sharpener and sketchbook. Let's see if there's anything that I care to... I don't... Sketches aren't meant to look beautiful. I don't know if I'll include that, but I might. It's funny. I do need to sketch more though, but I don't know. It gets to a point where how much time am I wasting, and should I just be working on more important things? Down below, we have a small rig, and for anyone who doesn't know what this is, take your guess, and then I'll pop up on screen what it is actually used for in 3, 2, 1. For shots like this, you can kind of mount the camera to it and then attach it to whatever you want. I think the most unexpected thing in the room is coming up now. Dun, da, 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 da. A smoke machine. You might be wondering, why have you got a smoke machine? What do you do with a smoke machine? Is it for dance parties? Is it for freaking out my neighbours and pretending my house is on fire? All of those things might be true, but I'm gonna snap in more footage now. How cool does that look? Total waste of time and money, but it's fun to play sometimes. Let's see what else I've got. PlayStation 4 that I never use. Well, I use it maybe once every 2 months for half an hour, and then I remember that I'm too old for games and I get bored and turn it off. Although I am sort of excited for GTA 6, but I'm not spending money on a PlayStation 5. It's not worth it. Anyway, okay, we in focus? This is a crazy angle, what am I doing? What else have we got? Mini piano. It's not connected to anything at the moment, but is it turned on? You can make stuff, you can make little beats and stuff. I like playing around with this. It usually lives on my desk, but I was doing stuff. A whole bunch of decks of cards, and I only ever really do magic tricks for fun. I don't know what it is, like, I'm so scared to do it in front of anyone. Future me here, I just recorded a whole bunch of stuff and it was all out of focus, and I just did a card trick and it was awesome. There was like flames and an elephant, and now I've got to re-record it. I don't have any of those props. This is meant to be a video about an illustration studio. Quick little shuffle, and then let's just take the top card, the 2 of spades. We'll take this card, we'll just lose it somewhere in the middle of a deck. And then if I snap my fingers, it's at the top. It's not that impressive, is it? Okay, let's take the card and actually lose it in the middle this time. So it is actually in the middle of a deck. So it's not on the bottom, and it is not on the top. The top's a joker, that's convenient. So what we'll do with this joker, right? It's gonna take it, we're gonna place it through the deck. Hopefully somewhere in the middle where, I think that's about right. And if I've got this right, we should be able to rub the ink off the one card and change the joker into, I really hope this worked, the 2 of spades. Ah! That was a terrible idea, but what's the phrase they always have, like, in this, kids, is why you can't have fun. We also have a projector. It's actually surprisingly useful. I connect it to my laptop and then project on the canvas so that then I can take the designs and stuff and then paint it on that, you know? It's also fun for like playing around with film and stuff. Couple other random things. Hand massager, hand warmer. This I had a gift off a friend because my hands get really chilly and it's cold at the moment. So funnily enough, I always have a pair of gloves on my desk because in the mornings, I don't want my hands sort of seizing up, you know? Who's gonna watch this nonsense? If you're still watching this, I'm disappointed. You should go and do something productive, but stay to the end of the video so YouTube shares it a little bit. Onto the bookshelf. Nobody cares about the weights. Lottery ticket winnings, sunglasses, a light to make it all fancy, couple pairs of headphones, cheap headphones. Let me reframe this. That's slightly better. I'm leaning over like I'm some sort of ogre or something. Books that I'm reading at the moment. Hunter S. Thompson, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, love it. The Science of Storytelling is really, really good, but I'm on sort of my second read through of it because I want to take it all in. Impossible Creatures, I loved the first one. I just need to find time to read more of this. The Walt Disney Archives is really cool. I recommend this if anyone is interested in Disney, you know. This drawer here is basically all just cables and hard drives. Picture book after picture book after picture book. I love this book. This one here, there's no words at all. It's absolutely beautiful though. Like, look at how insanely good the lighting is and stuff. Go and buy this book. Support authors and illustrators. Now this book is incredible. The Cafe at the Edge of the Woods. Just take a look again at the illustration. Look at that. How cool is that? I was watching an interview with him as well, and it's a cool story behind how he came up with this. It's like a game he plays with his family and stuff. Yeah. Look it up, buy the book. I won't bore you with all of these, but also buy this one. How beautiful is that? Is that not the coolest thing ever? Is this not awesome? To me, picture books are just so, it's just like they're little pockets of magic, you know? It's like having just an endless art collection. Because if you think about a book, it's just filled literally page to page with art. This is a little rant I'm gonna go on now. Illustrators price prints and artists and stuff price prints at a certain level. But you can buy a book for the same price or cheaper, and it's just filled. It's just filled to the brim with incredible art. The stories are beautiful. It's just buy books. It's really cool. Also, buy prints, support artists. I still need to read this. I just need to find time, guys. Stephen King, I'm writing. Any writers out there, give this a read. There's just books and stuff dotted about the place. But yeah, one last little treat that I found before we end the video. Engine oil. I'll cut in a second, hold on, I'll get back to this. I saw something recently about ADHD blindness, and I've had ADHD all my life. I was diagnosed when, well, I was probably like 7 or something. It's probably very apparent from this video, from just all the stuff. My car broke down the other week and I thought it was the engine oil light that kind of came on and stuff, so I went and bought engine oil. Turns out it wasn't, but the oil just hasn't moved. It just sort of, as soon as I put it down, it just turned completely invisible, and I haven't noticed it since, and it's been like, what? It's been 2 weeks. The car's fixed now though, but yeah, didn't need it. So that's the studio tour. I don't know if it was useful. I don't know if it was even interesting, but yeah, this is sort of my little world of creativity. This is where I make stuff, and it's a fun place to work. I enjoy it. So yeah, thanks for watching.